We're in April, and that means you have a little more than a month to get ready for Derby. Laura Moser may be new to the milliner business in the Derby City, but she is no stranger to Louisville. Laura, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes, I was born in Louisville. All of my extended family lived in Louisville, so every summer I spent in Louisville. My grandmother worked at an exclusive boutique called Heiken's. Some of you may remember it. And my great aunt and uncle took us all the time to Churchill Downs. So racing,
now you're back.
Yes, and now I'm back. I retired from my job of 35 years. And
how did you pick this up then?
I started making my own derby hats because I was living in Baltimore and it was difficult to find a hat. So I decided I would start making them, and simply Laura was born.
Here they are.
Yes.
But talk about, you've had some training overseas, so it's not just that you were working out of your home watching YouTube videos. You've gone and you've been trained.
I did. Last year was really my first year, but I was doing a lot of what a lot of other milliners here in Louisville do. You buy the base hat and then you glue a bunch of foo-foo on it. I spent the summer in Australia working with some world-renowned milliners, and I am now blocking and making couture hats, which some of these today reflects that.
So which one would you want to point out? Talk about, maybe, do you have a favorite out of this group?
I would probably say either the one that I have on or my pink and black one. Mainly because I like to take elements off of vintage hats. And for example, the crown on this hat, I took off of a vintage hat and I reblocked it, reblocked the straw so that I could reuse it in this. And then on this particular hat, the pom-poms I took off of a vintage hat, I would say somewhere around like 1962, and they are ostrich feathers. Okay. So unique. They're really fun, and I just love the look of it. So I like to incorporate, when I find really interesting vintage elements, into a new look.
Okay, so we have a couple of seconds here, Laura, but before we go, why should they go to you, and where can they find some of your hats?
So I am located at 2 locations at A Taste of Kentucky, one downtown location and then the other in the St. Matthews location. I also have some fascinators and hair clips at Magnolia and Fig in Middletown. And I think you'll find something just perfect for you. Also, I make custom hats, so if you're looking for that perfect look and you don't see it,
come ask you for it.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, well, Laura, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be right back with a final check on the forecast after the break.